Hi, so when you open your course, there will be a tab that says 4-digit tempo notation. In here you will find information about the pace that we would like you to perform some of the exercises at. Not all exercises have a tempo notation listed, but the ones that do list it in parentheses. You'll see 4 numbers and you should read each number individually and not as a grouping. So for example, in the hang, you might see the tempo written 1012 in parentheses. What this means is that you will lower down in 1 second. That's the eccentric portion. The second number is denoting if there's going to be a pause or not after the eccentric portion, after you lower in the exercise. The third number is how quickly you come up against gravity or do the concentric portion. This is the lifting portion. This is the pulling yourself up to the chin-up bar, pushing yourself away from the ground in the push-up. And then the last number is if there's a pause after the concentric portion. To give some examples, in a squat, when we lower down, that's the eccentric portion of the exercise. That's the lowering portion. When we come up in the squat, that's the concentric. When we lower ourselves down in a push-up, that's the eccentric portion. The lowering against gravity and pushing away, that's the concentric portion. It's important to remember that when reading the tempo notation, that the first number is the eccentric, the second number is the pause after the eccentric, the third number is the concentric, and the fourth number is the pause after the concentric. And to remember that not all exercises start with an eccentric or a concentric movement all the time. And what I mean by that is some exercises start with doing the concentric, but some exercises start with doing the eccentric portion. A good example of that would be when you do a chin-up, it starts with lifting against gravity. When you do a squat, it starts with lowering against gravity. So when you go to look at the tempo notation to know at what pace you will do the exercises at, make sure that you map that on properly to the exercise that you're doing.